Ooh, we started late today, but I had to record a video. But I'm here now. Okay, let me announce that I'm here and everyone. Pushing corruption. Maybe something else later today. Uh, I'm live! Exclamation point. www.twitch.tv/bakespokes. Also streaming live on YouTube. Send it. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Righto. So I farmed about 300 runes of Ascendance yesterday. Used them all on rings. Got a few Olcarians. Didn't get a red ring. Decided this is a waste of my time and I'm just going to go back to this, the life-based one. But it was good to experiment and understand what the low life build felt like compared to the life version of gel cores. And to be honest, I really definitely like the life-based version more. It just feels more simple to scale, in my opinion. Nice, it's 20 mil. I also dropped some fat dosh on a LP slam because I dropped 3 LP gel cores. Of course, I dropped it in COF, so I couldn't sell it. So what I did was I bought a bunch of tier 7 crit multi bases until one of them stuck with 4 good mods. Of course, I got 2 out of the 3 mods I actually wanted. But we got crit chance, tier 7 crit multi, and chance to shred. I wanted health on hit instead of crit chance so that I could swap this one instead of the other one that I swapped, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So as for next upgrades, I think Ukanui's getting that second LP to actually be something usable would be nice. Because currently Elirez doesn't really do anything. So I wouldn't mind changing that. Alternatively, we change the belt, right? Because if I remove this belt, we do lose a lot of armor. You can see I lose 9% armor there. But I could go Jungle Queen belt. It's tough because like I'm so close to being able to just like go into crit avoidance, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to nuke that fire res roll. I want that fire res roll to be armor, right? Crit reduction in armor. And then yeah, the 2 LP Ukanuis, we could use a better one for sure. Get like crit multi plus fizz res on it or something. Because if we got fizz res, then we could remove this fizz res roll on these gloves for something more impactful. Obviously, changing these gloves, getting an upgrade on these gloves is gonna be quite difficult. I also don't know how much further I actually want to push this build compared to working on a new build. So some tough choices. It's also a mineral on tier 7 Ukanuis. Let me see if I have Strike multi, because I think I did find a crit strike multi relic yesterday. Yep, I did. I can mess around with this. Cannot be traded anyways. The only one I found? I guess so. Yeah, because I've been through these exalted items, but yeah, I did drop a tier 7 crit multi relic, so can mess around with this real quick, see if we can. Oh, it's got throwing damage on it as well, and frailty. And then we could do like, we could either do fizz res or endurance threshold, which increases our max hit. Maybe we do endurance threshold actually. Like that. And then frailty is honestly fine. Refine it once. Refine it twice. Okay. That's weird. Max roll crit multi, but min roll endurance over time. Okay, that's better. All right, I'll take that. I'm gonna Runa Creation this for sure. That's good enough to make a second copy of. We'll buy an Ukanui's, and then we'll buy a second Ukanui's if I need a second one, but for now we'll just go for one. If I recall, 3LP Ukanui's is not cheap. Yep, 50 mil, so I'm gonna go 2LP. As for the stats actually on the item, let's see, cold and lightning's at 125. Okay, it could be any roll, lightning and cold. So we're mainly focused on the mana roll and the increased lightning damage roll, right? And the lightning damage roll can go to 40%. Mana can go to 40. Not at 5k corruption yet? What are you doing with your life? Dude, I'm thinking about making a warlock next. I'll be honest with you. Gilly, my guy, wait till you see the Path of Exile video I'm putting out tomorrow. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Okay, I think this one 14 minutes ago. This one's good. Let's go slam this. It's easily the dumbest video that's I'm ever putting out on YouTube, but it's gonna be it's gonna be so funny. You're leveling a paladin and it's supposed to cook past 2500. What the heck? Yeah, well, I was told that this build was supposed to cook past 2500, and I'm getting a little hard stuck around 1100. That being said, I mean, I don't know. Might be a skill issue. I ran so many of these sanctums yesterday, dude. Between slamming everything for the low life version on COF, but also running these 4 prophecies on COF yesterday off stream. Dude, I ran so many of these. I'm excited to only have to run this once, maybe twice, and then I can get through there. Hold on. And then not have to run it again today. I think I just want to cruise today and farm some Twisted Hearts or something. I was going to, so yesterday I farmed Stolen Lance on this character to get increased relic drop rate. But I got like basically a mineral, so I was thinking about running it one more time to try and get a better roll on the relic drop rate. But I do want to get relic drop rate for Twisted Heart farming, because it was on rings. I would like for it to be relics. You got this build rolling last night? Insane one-shotting all bosses? Yeah, dude. Hi, Salamander. Yeah, the build's feeling good, huh? It's nuts, dude. Yeah. That blessing, the relic drop rate blessing feels pretty important. And even without it, I was dropping Twisted Hearts regularly in 1k corruption, which was exciting. So the increased drop rates just kind of help solidify to make sure that it drops as frequently as possible. We only have 3k ward though. Yeah, dude. The problem with the low life version I've noticed is it's really hard to get off the ground. Yeah, mine only had 4.5k ward. You really do have to stack that cold res. Damn, she melted. Gotta make sure you have the ward on glove slammed on there. Yeah, dude, the low life mod on gloves, if you slam that onto your shackles, it's a huge improvement. Crit multi throwing damage. Okay. I would like to buy another and try one more time. Technically, that one is better than my other one, but I want to try one more time. Do I prefer this version? Absolutely. I think the life version feels way better, but that's a matter of preference. I feel like most people like the low life version better, but I don't. Once you get that, you can get close to like 13k ward from it. Yeah. And then you can get a lot of ward. You just need to stack a ton of cold res, and then you also need that low life mod for sure. That low life mod is a big increase, especially if you get like it in tier 7. Yo, what up, moving? How goes it? Mainly just looking at the implicit mods here. I'm gonna be looking for a higher roll. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Ooh. Not well. What happened? What does the mod read? It reads, I think it's like at tier 7, 16% of current health, current missing health gained as ward, and then current health drained, lost per second, whatever. It's the same exact mod as what's on the Exsanguinous. Your last 3 slams have bricked. Oh, I thought something bad actually happened, but I mean, obviously that sucks, but I'm glad you're okay at least. I don't think the low life version is worth it if you can, if you can't get over 300% cold res. It just feels like it's lacking. Yeah, the cool thing about the life version is it feels, yeah, it is the experimental mod. The life version feels like it can commit to different defensive layers because it doesn't have to focus so hard on gaining ward. So although it has a smaller life pool, it's able to defend better. All right, this one's good. Yeah. Yeah, the experimental mod. It's literally, I think it reads exactly like the Exsanguinous says. All right, we'll try the slam one more time. I'm just gonna replace this for now and check my res. Yes, that is totally a fine change. Um, this is already an upgrade, but if we could push it even further, that'd be great. Throwing damage is cool and all, but I mean, the bombs aren't what's dealing the damage at the end of the day. Anyone feel free to answer this. Do you guys filter your exalted items at all on the loot filter? Yes. I have 286 highlighted affixes for Merchant's Guild. And they're highlighted tier 6 plus. Now, they're not always worth that money, but I did go through the entire list of affixes and selected anything that I felt like I should be seeing, like I should get a gleaming look at, you know, at least. It is still a very vague filter, but I'll show you. It's like very basic. It's literally a 4-rule filter, but I have 275 tier 6 plus affixes recolored, and then 45 idle affixes recolored. At COF, it's different. Yeah. I feel like at COF, you should only be highlighting affixes that you're looking for on your character. That are like actually important to your character, right? Or any other character you think you might want in the future. But I think you should definitely have tier 7 plus of all affixes highlighted. Because tier 7 affixes can be hard to find, and you know, some builds will require multiples of those, especially if you choose to swap at some point. Yeah, it's definitely not, my filter's not fine-tuned at all. It's very vague and bare bones on purpose so that people can then take it and manipulate it how they want. I was telling Gilly this, dude, but I made a Path of Exile video. I recorded a Path of Exile video today. That's gonna go up tomorrow. And it might be one of the funniest videos I've ever made. But also, I'm gonna get so much hate for it. And I'm so ready for it, dude. It's gonna be so good when it comes out. It's gonna be so funny. We'll see how it hits the algorithm, but I think it's gonna be so funny, dude. How would you go about showing all T7s? Just make a new rule, highlight all. Oh, I'll show you. Yeah, very easy. You just go like this. Manage loop filter, add rule. You go, you go recolor. Choose a color, whatever you want. I'll choose like pink. Add condition, affix, advanced options, more or equal to 7, and then select affixes. Literally click them all. Boop, boop. Damn, there's so many. Boop, 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 boop. And you can skip idols, obviously, but it'll look like that. This will highlight, this will recolor all tier 7A fixes. That would go above, yeah, this would prioritize other rules so that it would recolor it first to that color if it's tier 7. And then recolor it differently if it's a different tier, right? Crit multi-endurance threshold. Let's go. Okay, big deal. We actually hit Pog City. I'm gonna have to go through my dump tabs at some point, but that's not for today. So yeah, I got 37% on relic drop rate. I want to get it closer to 60. So I'm gonna try and go for like a 45 plus roll on this, and then we'll start farming Twisted Hearts. So I already have Reign of Dragons up to 1,000 corruption. Stolen Lance, not so much. Stolen Lance, I'm only at 347. But yeah, dude, I was playing the COF build yesterday, and I dropped a 3LP gel course with no tag on it. I just dropped a 3LP cannot be traded gel course, but it was not COF tagged, which is so I slammed it, and I got crit chance, crit multi, tier 7, and shred, which is good. I wanted the crit chance to be life on melee hit, but you know, end of the day, it came out pretty good. Also, yesterday on my COF character, I farmed a few more Rune of Creations because I figured I'd need them. I farmed like 10. And go figure, I've already used 2 of them, so. COF, making the COF marksman wasn't all a waste of time, but it was not a great use of my time, barring the fact I could have done the same thing using my like spell blade or something. But I've got 2 marksmans now, so you know, and a level like 75 falconer if I ever go back to that. But soon enough, I'll be making a Warlock, I think. I think Warlock's next on the agenda. Either that or a Primalist, but the only thing about Primalist that I'm a little scared of is the fact that it's underpowered. It's in the same boat as Mage. Or I could go balls to the walls for Frostclaw. But I think that's more expensive than it's worth my time, you know? I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet. Frostclaw is fun. I played it for a little while, but it was like very bare bones version of it. Like nothing was like I didn't have plus X levels on the Frostclaw. Like I didn't have that mod on a relic, etc., etc. It was mega bare bones, but it was fun. I say the one thing I do like more about the low life build though than the life-based build is the life-based build is slower. It has slower movement speed, so I just tuned in, had the game a few days, and WoW is sorry, 1 second. WoW is taking me a while to complete the story. Seems like it's quite long compared to PoE. I think it's just that you're out of practice. Just because you haven't played it enough times. There's actually ways to skip the story to get to the end game faster. For reference, I can beat the PoE campaign for somebody who has like over 10,000 hours in PoE. I can beat the PoE campaign in like 8 hours, which I know is slow. Typically, people can beat it in like 4 or 5 hours, sometimes even 3 hours, but on average, like 5 hour completion. In this campaign, I can beat in like 2 hours. Once you know how to do it, that is. But yeah, I feel like Charlie, once you learn a few of the tricks to completing the campaign quicker, you'll notice it's actually got a pretty streamlined completion once you beat it the first time. Because like you can run dungeons to skip parts of the main story missions and stuff, and there's only like a handful of optionals you actually have to do. Yeah, it's just, you know, new game and whatnot, you know? It's gonna take a little bit. You're not gonna get it first try, obviously. I don't think anyone's expected to be able to beat the campaign like right off the bat really quickly. It's gonna take some practice, but yeah, it definitely felt faster than PoE once I got used to it. You can get to Eater Exarch in under 6 hours, but in this game, it feels like it takes me forever. Really? Well, Gilly, you're on another level, dude. I can't I can't get the campaign done in less than like 8 hours, man. I'm just like so bad at running the campaign in that game. But in last Epoch, I get it done in a couple of hours. If I really wanted to, that is. Yeah, some people are so cracked at beating the campaign in PoE just because it's been around for so long. People have really min-maxed the crap out of it. But you can do the same thing in this game. It's just a matter of like the game's still fresh. Fresh and new. People are still discovering ways to beat it faster. Dude, I've been playing this gel course build for a while now, dude. I need to either switch it up or like go balls deep with this one. I'm at a crossroads of like full hard committing to this build and making it the best possible build it can be, or going for something different. And I was gonna do flashbang ballistas and like min-max that, but after playing it a little bit, dude, I was like, I don't think so. I think I might min-max a warlock. You only fast at PoE because we group play and practice before, so it's like baked into my head on what to do. Yeah. Well, yeah, group play helps too, right? You can have multiple people doing multiple things at once to unlock waypoints faster. Streamlines the process for sure. Dude, all my friends don't like PoE either. I'm in the same boat, Salamander. My friends either don't like PoE or they have played PoE and no longer like it because they either get bored of it post the campaign or whatever. I don't need that. Dude, I woke up this morning and I was thinking, I was like, what if the PoE patch notes in the league is all an April Fool's joke? I was like, what if the whole thing's an April Fool's joke? Because we are coming right up to April 1st over here. I mean, what day does it release on? Friday, right? The 29th. It's pretty damn close to the 1st, man. But yeah, no, obviously not. But I just, when I woke up, I was thinking about that. I was like, that would be so funny, dude. Most of my friends looked at the passive tree and logged off. Yeah, basically. It's funny, the person who actually got me into Path of Exile um, no longer plays it. I missed relic drop rate entirely there. What the hell? But yeah, so the person who actually introduced me to the game no longer plays it. My friends did group play because they watched me do end game and got interested, but they kept getting clapped at the first ascendancy. Unfortunate. Is healing effectiveness a prefix? I believe so, yes. I believe it is a prefix. Can be found on amulets, shields, and other stuff. I don't remember the rest. Yeah, Healing Hand seems giga cracked for pushing corruption just because it has that capability of like beating out damage over time in particular. It's really good at beating. Because it has so much regen from the constant healing it gets. I was doing some experimenting on LE tools to figure out just how much health regen you can actually get on a character without committing any health regen in the passive tree and only doing gear plus blessing, and it was somewhere around 600 per second, 600 health per second. And I was like, that's not bad, but for full commitment it's not great either. Because I was thinking, like, what if we could make I guess I'll pick that up. Jesus Christ, I almost died there. But I was thinking, like, man, I should put on Jungle Queen, dude. I don't think I need the mana mod anymore on belts. Really don't. Like, my mana pool's 300 and my regen's pretty solid. more access to more potions is probably honestly more useful than 9% armor mitigation. Even then, I could try to slam hybrid armor onto it. Thinking face, thinking face. But yeah, I was thinking about making a version of this build which used just a ton of regen to try and combat the damage over time issue. But yeah, end of the day, I was like, oh, this probably isn't going to work. The only things I've heard about the new PoE patch is like the multiple Atlas trees. It's like the only good part. Is it going to be a banger or no? Well, I'm telling you, Salamander, I'm not even going to log in on launch. So that should tell you how good it is. Meow. Hello, Elin. Yeah, Salamander. As far as I'm concerned, for me, it's a skip league, but apparently people are really interested in it. But for me, it's a skip league. What kind of virtue dog am I? I think a poodle. I think that's a poodle, I guess. I don't know. I made a dog. He's just like, this is a dog. Give me a TLDR why it is bad. They removed the mana cost craft from flasks, the reduced mana cost craft, and unveil from flasks, so you can no longer get it at any possible way. Which means most builds lost 75% of their mana cost reduction, barring them basically unplayable. They've also nerfed the elemental resistance suffix of flasks by cutting it in half, meaning that Mage Blood and equipping a flask with that elemental resistance suffix on a Mage Blood is no longer going to actually res cap you or come even close to it. They turned Frostblink of Wintry Blast into a skill that could no longer be used with cast on critical strike. They nerfed multiple mana masteries in the passive skill tree. They nerfed Tornado Shot. They let's see what else. There's something else that was a big deal to me that is slipping my mind right now. I know I don't play Tornado Shot, but other people do. I played Tornado Shot a little bit, but yeah, I'm not a big bow player. Oh, I ain't done yet. I'm just trying to mull over my other least favorite aspects. There's something, yeah, they nerfed Tornado Shot. They also nerfed Lightning Arrow. I can't remember, dude. There's on the tip of my tongue, there's something that I'm missing. Oh, that's it. Yeah. They removed instant skills being able to be cast on left mouse button. So you can no longer cast while walking, which means things like casting rage on walk or casting any kind of war cry on walk or casting like any kind of buff skill like or guard skill on walk is no longer possible. They removed it completely. And replaced it with an automation skill gem, which has rubbed me the wrong way. Also, the league mechanic is forced for players. You're forced to interact with it before you enter every single map. They force you to interact with it. What about traps? Yeah, so detonating mines, now you need to get a mastery in the passive tree to detonate mines while moving. And another thing is that means that if you're bossing, instead of being able to stack traps and then like swap your cast of your detonate to a different button for bossing, you now have to actually like refund a passive skill every time you want a boss fight versus every time you want to cast while you want to detonate while moving. Yeah, it's pretty tragic. Yeah, so you're forced to interact with the league mechanic. They're not giving you an option to not uh interact with it. Before you enter any area, you are presented a window with a list of the mobs that are in the area and a list of modifiers that are going to be added to the mobs in the area, and you have to mix and match them, and you have to read all of them. So it's like just a really slow, painful stop between every area. It's gonna make wanting to put a map in like you know, run another map is going to feel so much worse, because it means you're gonna have to go through that every single time. So you can't just like get into that streamlined focus mode of grinding maps. You have to like stop and read every single time you enter a map. But hey, they introduced quality of life changes, so there's that. They also introduced more transfigured gems. They've only added, I think, like 6 new transfigured gems. It was like 6 or 8 new transfigured gems. It was only a handful. And they're all for skills that I don't touch. It was like artillery, ballista, elemental hit, kinetic blast, sigil of power, I think, was one. Yeah, just nothing I cared about. Is there intent to like slow the game down or something? That's what it seems to be. It seems to be that they're either slowing the game down or just like trying to make the game harder in overall in general, which I think is just gonna like make it less fun. But apparently for people that's more fun. So I don't know. But hey, they doubled the drop rate of Mage Blood, which is exciting because as we all know, 0 times 2 equals 0. So I'm excited to see more Mage Bloods. This is just worse than all my others, right? Yeah. Zero times 2 equals 0, 0 in JavaScript. Oh, good thing the game's not in JavaScript. Obviously, it turns the non-zero chance of getting a Mage Blood into a slightly less non-zero chance, but it's still basically impossible. Now, instead of 10 people a league dropping a Mage Blood, 20 people a league drop a Mage Blood. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I missed again. It's Edge. We got Wings of Argentus, though. 0 LP, but hey. I used all of my... Dude, I dropped a second pair of Ravenous Voids. Funny you say that. I've dropped 2 of those now. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, it's a greater chance, but it's still like you're talking about out of like the freaking 100,000 people that play in the league. Like instead of 20 of those people dropping a mage blood, now you're gonna see like 40 of those people drop a mage blood. So it's like, don't hedge your bets. Zam, that's awesome. I don't even use mine. Um, yeah, dude. Wait till you see the video I've got coming out tomorrow. You're gonna laugh your head off. Because the whole video is me making fun of the average PoE white knight, where it's just like people who like praise GGG for all the nerfs that they do and stuff. Oh man, it's gonna be an iconic video. Yeah, true. Yeah, no, there's one thing Valdos did. It was bring Mage Blood to the table for more players. I really liked Valdo's maps. I think it introduced a different, like a reason to min-max, you know, past Pinnacle content, which was interesting. Oh, I'm about to get hammered for it, dude, and I'm ready for it. I'm gonna be there just laughing in my chair the whole time, dude. More mage bloods than I did sacred orbs. I think, well, besides me purchasing sacred orbs, I think I only dropped like maybe 10 sacred orbs last week. And yeah, I owned more than 10 mage bloods last league from running all those maps. 40 or 50. Yeah, Elin, I mean, you were magic finding a lot though. I would hope you would have found more sacred orbs than me. Do you see a whole tab of headhunters in Mage Bloods? Poofed 85% of them. Yeah, that's what Omicid did too. He just like bricked a ton of headhunters. We end of league we also gambled 30 headhunters or so. For double corruption, we hit like nothing good. Found more mirrors than locks. I dropped 2 Hinacores locks last league. And 0 mirrors. Cerberus said the one thing he wanted to happen last league was seeing a mirror drop on the ground for the first time, because he's never had it happen to him. And so he played Magic Find and he ran Wildwood. He did all the optimal strats and he still didn't find it. I remember the last league, I only played like 2 weeks because I didn't like it that much. Yeah, well, you're in for a rude awakening then. Hold on. I gotta focus for a second. And I typed that into a chat and got roasted. I'm scared of PoE players. Yeah, dude, PoE players are toxic as fuck. I've gotten used to it, but it's actually disgusting. It's literal scum of the earth mongrels in this community. Some of these people, I swear. You'll meet the nicest people and the most evil people in this community. You hit Nimbus with the term Grace Corrupt for like 3 mirrors. Traffic didn't find one either. Hey, I'm not that toxic. I'll just call people poor sometimes. No, there are great people in the PoE community. I mean, hello, I'm one of them. But there's some bastards out there. I'm not. Yeah, there's some pure filth in this community. It's insane. The polarizing differences between the different aspects of players in this game. So I learned something, by the way. This build deals the most damage if you stand a certain distance from the enemy. So I was trying to learn like what's making the shotgunning damage deal more, because if you notice, sometimes the damage doesn't deal as much as other times. If you stand a specific distance away from the enemy, you can get that like shotgunning effect. It doesn't matter like how you stand or where you put your traps. It all depends on where you're standing from the enemy. You have to be like social distance apart. like COVID distance, like 6 feet apart from the enemy, and then it just like it blasts them to Kingdom Come, dude. I don't know why, but it's like if you stand in a specific spot, your all of your blasts will connect. I will say though, your chat and Travik's chat has legit the nicest people. Well, I try to attract nice people, dude. I don't stand for toxicity, man. I don't put up with that shit. I'll put up with it in my YouTube comments section because it's just a bunch of random strangers who have nothing better to do than complain on the internet. But when it comes to my Twitch chat, yeah, I don't put up with that. I will fucking solve the problem. Traffic is like my dad, and so is Shoto. Put a smoke on the boss and then see the difference. Yeah, so it's smoke plus standing like 6 feet apart, dude. I'm telling you, it makes a world of change.
That was close.
Traffic is the king. He's a good guy. Yeah, big agree. Seb's chat. So I like Seb. Love Seb. One of my favorite people in this community. But his chat, he attracts a lot of random strangers that sometimes just like flop into his chat, and some of them are assholes. Some of them are dirtbags, but you know, his core is good. He's got great people in his core, but like one of my closest PoE buddies, Fennel, I met through his chat. But like he's got some pretty horrible people in his chat too, but they're not like, you know, regulars, I guess. Let's say Virtue Dog doesn't just bury virtual bones in his virtual holes he digs up in real life. Yeah, I don't just dig bones, brother. I'm out here paving trails. Marking my territory. They just Australian. I mean, yeah, Australians got the brutal honesty thing going on for sure, but I've never seen that as like toxic. Because, dude, I love hearing Seb rant because he's right. Every time he rants, it's always because it's true. He says the shit that other people won't call out, and I'm the same way. I'll say shit that other people won't call out, and I'll just get hated for it. But I'll do it. Oh, come on, that wasn't a kill, dude. I like how my lightning tendril is still just having an animation over there. I assume when the boss comes down, he's gonna get collided by that freaking lightning ball generating over there. Yep. All right. Relic drops. Are you kidding me? I actually got a lower roll? I didn't know that was possible. Keep current. That's sad. His GGG rants are the best. He lays into them, man. Yeah. Hello, Ken. Devil Dog trying to show that he can be filthy rich in multiple ARPGs. It's not hard to be rich in last Epoch, I feel. Make the best build, farm the best items. It's not rocket science. How you doing today, Ken? You having a good day, brother? We started late today because I was recording early on today, and also I got up a little later. Had to do some stuff around the house as well, take my dog out, etc. But we're here now. I'm not sure how long we'll be live for. Hopefully, well, we've been live for like an hour now. Probably go for until like 3 o'clock, maybe. Really depends on when people get home. Go for 3 o'clock. Squirrel! Squirrel! Yeah, I gotta go chase squirrels at 3 o'clock. Probably 3 or 4. I'm not sure. But yeah, 3 or 4 hours from now. English language OP. Go for 3 o'clock. Right to bear arms. Yeah, I'll be having my bear arms with a side of barbecue. Thank you very much. Go to the clinic and replace your arms with bear arms. The government has to pay. Yeah, thankfully they're spelt differently. Bear and bear is spelt differently. Otherwise, yeah, there would be a bit of a loophole, wouldn't there be? Right to own a pair of bear arms. Yeah, I feel like we'd have a bit of a problem on our hands if it wasn't for the fact that it's spelt differently. By the time the next gen of Americans will only know the Constitution via ChatGPT, it already happened. Crazy to think that the actual Declaration of Independence still exists, like, and is preserved. Like 300 years later. Oh, we bumped into arenas. Good. I could see that, yeah. Crazy to think that there are some things that are still preserved from thousands of years ago, like the pyramids and stuff in Egypt, dude. Like, yeah, they're not what they used to be. You know, weather and whatnot has kind of tore them apart a bit, but they're still standing. Humanity hasn't found a way to to get to them, to destroy them, you know? Aside of its words is like that specific instance of document has a meaning until aliens will come and say otherwise, pretty much. Yeah. In that sense, preserving old state forming docs is not surprising. Yeah. It's just interesting, right? That like we have people in our planet that are like getting away with homicide and murder. But something nobody has managed to figure out is how to destroy the Declaration of Independence or how to like blow up a pyramid, you know? Obviously, it takes a little more than just a nuthead to do that, but there are some clever people out there. I'm surprised that, like, you know, we still have this stuff intact. Trying to argue that the pyramids were actually in America and not in Egypt? What? Bro, how do you move that structure? With a lot of TNT. Yeah. All form of power which is legally exerted and from the state. Its roots come from these documents. Yeah, which means these documents are like important to have a track record of, because otherwise what are you going to refer to, right? You need proof of your reference, end of the day. I'm willing to bet that the next few gens will forget a lot of our history. United States is still a young country in retrospect to the age of the earth. It's true. Yeah, our country is still... I mean, our country has been around as long as any other country, but as an established society, yeah, it's still very young. It's only a few hundred years old. We've had many cultures lasting much longer than the US. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see how capitalism will perform in late stages of development, to say the least. And we're already seeing the repercussions of a dated system start to catch up and fall behind on technology. Like, our government system isn't keeping up with our rate at which technology and communication is traveling, so it's like a bit of an issue that we've always had. But I feel like it's a bit of an issue in every country. Egypt made it illegal to touch the pyramids. Also, thieves did get to them and stole all the gold that was covering them. You know, we do have Mayan and Aztec pyramids in Central and South America. Yeah. It's just crazy that no one's blown them up yet, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not saying that you can't get to them, but it's like crazy that they haven't actually been destroyed. There's no oil under them. Yeah, what's the point if you can't frack it, right? If you want them blown up, start a YouTube campaign that states the secret oil reserves under the pyramid. 2 weeks later, freedom will arrive. Good God. Yeah, just get Mr. Beast to challenge people to blow up the pyramids. Be like, hey guys, the first guy that can blow up the ancient pyramids of Egypt gets $100,000. Who can be the first? Who can be the first to blow up the ancient pyramids? Technology is the only thing that can keep up with technology. i.e. speed of light. Government is too slow due to the overhead of making sure people stay informed on what is happening online. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's just so much communication that has to go through a government system in so many like proofs and checks and, um confirmations. Just like a lot of names that information has to go through before it can be confirmed or denied. Just leads to a much slower system that's kind of like unavoidable. And let the YouTube algorithm keep the internet in check. Yikes. Yeah, please nobody blow up the ancient pyramids. They're a marvel of human culture. Like, please nobody actually blow up the pyramids. I don't think anyone from a Path of Exile slash Last Epoch community is going to um have the balls, let alone the motivation to go blow up a pyramid. Kitty cat sphinx, yeah, the sphinxes are cool too. Some people, yeah. After this patch, dude, who knows what could happen? After this patch, it's almost like they're trying to make people do some crazy shit. Don't challenge an Asmongold. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well, dude, Asmongold can barely leave his house, let alone... Like, him himself won't do it, but if he challenges viewers to do it, yeah, okay. You're probably right. You got some idiot in there that'll do it. That's why I'm saying, like, dude, if Mr. Beast ever challenged someone to do it, and be like, I'll give $1 million to whoever can blow up an ancient pyramid, somebody would probably find a way to do it. PoE players just said, fuck Alva. Yeah. Why did you blow up the pyramid? GGG didn't give me any other option. Dang it, man. I can't first phase him anymore. Ah. Come on, man. I know I can get that damn... I know I can get that damn, relic mod higher. If your account gets low enough. Dude, that number would have to be cranked into the hundreds of millions, if not billions, millions and tens of millions wouldn't be able to pay off their fines. Yeah. I'll give you $1 million to blow up the ancient pyramids. Just be warned, you gotta do it in secrecy, otherwise you're screwed. Anyone know what a 2 LP Jungle Queen goes for right now? I'm sure it's not cheap, but I don't know if it's like hundreds of millions or if it's like 10 mil, you know? That would be great if you could. Just whatever the cheapest one is listed for right now. Or like the average cheapest. If there's an outlier. $40 mil, that's actually not terrible. I mean, obviously 40 mil is 40 mil, but that's in the grand scheme of it. 2 LP Jungle Queen is quite rare, I'm honest, and very meta. So I'm surprised it's not more expensive than that. Yes, it is a belt, the Jungle Queen. Gilly says 40 mil. I think he already looked it up, but if you want to confirm. Hi, can I see your current planner? Yes, sir. Give me one moment here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm just using a Majestic Games version of the life-based. But I will show you it. This one. That's what I'm using, except for instead of the Apostate amulet, I'm using Orion's Eye. Everything else is pretty much the same. No problem. Also, there are a few LP changes on my build just because of bad luck, not because that's what I wanted.
Curiosity is
Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. This build smokes content. It is insanely good. 40 mil and 10.3k favor. Thank you, Ken, for the confirmation. All right. 40 mil ain't bad. I'm thinking about converting to Jungle Queen and trying to slam mana gain plus crit reduction into it. Like the hybrid armor affix into it. I feel like that would do better than what I'm wearing currently, because what I'm wearing currently is only giving me armor, so like a very small amount of endurance threshold, which in my opinion isn't that necessary, and then a little bit of lightning damage and mana regen. But if I could just slam like tier 5 mana gain on potion use with tier 7 crit reduction plus armor into a Jungle Queen, obviously we'd only have one shot at it. And that's a matter of, do I want to do that, or do I want to just save the gold and go for a new build? Yeah, 3 LP is a no-go. That much I did know. 3 LP I knew was not gonna happen. I don't know if Gilly mentioned this about the Sanctum Gate trick he found, but I found something else today. If the gate doesn't make you auto walk, you can't jump through it, right? But if you phase, you might be able to jump through that gate. Yeah, so I did notice that movement. If you phase, the other side or the other timeline might make you still walk away from the gate, whereas one of the timelines might make you walk like as if you could walk through it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Gilly, that is fact. Sometimes if you phase, the gate on the other side actually can be transversed. Is it a no-go-for? It's a no-go for Elin. It's both, unfortunately. 4 LP. I'm surprised a 4 LP Jungle Queen even exists. I'm actually surprised a 4 LP Jungle Queen is being listed. Why wouldn't he keep that? Dude, okay, so the other option, right? I didn't seal away. Oh, I did seal away the mod. Never mind. Tough. I was gonna say another option is going for a 4LP scavenger, but I think that's like a couple 100 million as well, so. Just call us hacker mans. You're the hacker man. I'm cranking up to 800 corruption here. Do you know the hit song from the hit band that gave us Rat City, Go for Queen? Can't say I've heard it, Elin. How's it go? What are the lyrics like? Ah! That was almost death. I got a 1 LP Shadow Chains, though, out of it. Is this copyright? It's copyright. I'm sorry, I can't play that. I can't play Guns N' Roses, dude. Yeah, send it in Discord. I'll listen to it later. Ouch. The Gophers and Roses. Yeah, dude. I'm not about to play a triple A band's music on my stream. Not while I'm streaming to YouTube, at least. If I was just streaming to Twitch, there's no problem. I just don't keep the VOD. But yeah, if I'm doing it to YouTube, I'm sorry. I just can't. It's crazy how much effort I put into trying to drop a red ring at all. Just any red ring. And haven't been able to find one in Merchant's Guild that is like dropped naturally or has been Rune of Ascendanced. I think I've spent like over 1,000 Rune of Ascendancies trying to get it. When the odds are 1 in 586. But it's kind of like the chance orb problem, right? Where it's like the odds get so low that the average stops mattering. Whoa, lag, please. Can't be having lag in this freaking corruption, man. Dude, imagine having a 4 LP Jungle Queen. What I would do for that. It's like the best belt you could ask for. Real question would be, what experimental mod would I put on that? Would I go for traversal skills or would I go for mana gain on potion use? All right, Argentis. Let's try this again, buddy. This time you're gonna give me it, right? So that I can go farm what I'm actually here for? Still can't first phase him anymore. Yeah, there's no shot I'm first phasing him anymore. I think mana gain, I agree. I think mana gain's probably just better. Traversal skills is only funny for memes, but yeah, it's probably not actually nearly as good as the mana gain one, or as versatile at least. I'd probably do mana gain with hybrid armor crit reduction, and then I don't know, like increased elemental damage or something. Oh, thank you, game. Okay, that'll do. 50% is fine with me. Okay. And then what would be the last mod? That's a good question. Oh, mana regen, dude. Duh. Definitely put mana regen on it. Whoa, lag. Oh, fuck, bro. These guys get ridiculously tanky, man. I gotta go get this one now. Hearts. Yeah, Reign of Dragons is where you get hearts. What corruption? I mean, whatever the highest you can get to, right? But yeah, it is Reign of Dragons is the monolith that you want to farm in. The Shade of Oribus is like weird, man. He doesn't like to take damage from this build. It's crazy when you see white mobs surviving multiple hits now. That's when you know you're getting high in corruption. All right, let's try this again. The poison one's tough, man. The damage over time's insane. So hopefully not poison this time. Let me try to also not fuck up the start. Shit, brother. Oh, God. Close. I think my HP went to like 10 there for a second. Got another 1 LP Shattered Chains. It's another banked value right there. God damn, I got like no corruption out of that. Oh, I guess, yeah, I didn't lose my Gaze of Oribus, huh? That's fair. Honestly, I'm okay with it. The corruption's hard enough as it is. And those kinds of scenarios are where I'm like, damn, a jungle queen would have came in handy there. Because I could have just spammed multiple potions. Give me these. Ouch. It's tough because the health on melee hits sometimes makes you like full heal, and then sometimes it's like it's not even there. Bruh. Higher rolled blessings? No. It doesn't do anything for the blessing roll. I think the only thing it does is give you it unlocks the extra slots, right? So like, you know how you have like a locked spot when looking at blessings? I think after you get a certain point in corruption, you unlock that extra socket, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, as for the roll and what you actually get, I'm pretty sure it's just true random. Just picks out of the pool. But something that is interesting is you get more stability as your corruption gets higher, so you fight the boss more frequently, uh, with completing less echoes to hit the boss. So technically, you have a higher chance of getting a higher roll blessing because you can fight the boss more times in less amount of echoes completed. So in that case, there is a benefit. But also just the benefit of being at higher corruption, being able to fight bosses faster is also just a benefit in its own right for the loot that they give. Because as you'll see, like, my progression meter per echo for these is pretty large. Like, this looks small just because I'm going to be capping out for completing this one, right? We're not capping out by hitting that boss, and that other extension that's past this like third lock is like gonna fill the whole second charge of the boss, so it like slows down when you get to that point. But um it's a big jump. Like being able to get 150 stability per echo instead of only like, you know, 50 to 70 is a big deal. Yeah, I've noticed. I mean, my build's getting pretty like high up on the min-maxy scale, I guess. Like I'm starting to put a lot of like all of my upgrades are going to be really expensive small improvements now. And the build's getting to 1,000 corruption, but it's still having a hard time up here. Stuff chunks you when you get hit now. But it's worth it. Big loot. Oh, we almost got it. Go this way. Emperor of Dragons is a pretty easy fight too for this build, but you just gotta not be dumb about it. Not try to 1v1 race him. Hi Eddie, cool stick man you got there. Thanks, made him myself. Is today Wednesday? Eddie, you have an interview tomorrow, right? That's exciting, dude. Yep, that's Big Ed. That's him. I was hanging out with Eddie in a call yesterday. We were watching anime. We were watching Black Clover. For him it was not the first time, but for me it was the first time watching Black Clover. Weeb shit, full stop. We were on that weeb-ish. We got through like, what was it, 9 or 10 episodes. I was vibing with it. Good show. The 2-7? No. Positively waving out. Yeah, you were eating that shiz up. Yeah, it was fun. We'll probably watch more of that after stream today. You read the manga for that? For what I believe was the first 2 seasons of the anime? Did you like it, Ken? Little anime with the boys action. I feel it. Yes, sir. Yeah, we were watching Solo Leveling with my other buddy Dom. He comes in chat sometimes, make it rainy. I think I found the sweet spot. There you go. Keep current. Did we get a relic? No. Sag. I did at first, but it got a little too ridiculous at the end. Yeah, it is very much a show about crazy magicians and extreme powers and stuff. So, yeah, ridiculous is a good word for it. It's definitely over the top. But that kind of comes with the package, right? A lot of anime is over the top theatrics.
Easy. Too easy.
Two LP Dragoraths. Let's go. My favorite item in the game, Dragorath's Claw, dude. If I had to pinpoint to what my favorite unique in the game is currently, it's probably Dragorath's Claw. That item's a lot of fun to use. What is this wave chasing me? I don't like that. I've been doing this method for selling stuff where I will farm until my inventory gets filled up, and then I'll go to the bazaar and sell everything, and then I'll go back, farm more stuff. Once it fills up, I'll go to the bazaar, sell everything. That way I don't have like a dump tab that I fall behind on. Have I seen any like Fizz Warpath builds? No. I mean, I haven't seen many Sentinel builds to begin with, just because it's not something that I've had on my radar, but Warpath Fizz in particular, no. I've only seen the Void builds. I'm sure you could make it exist, but I'm not sure how good it would be. Hmm. That's fascinating. This gets up to 9% increased. Is this 3 slots? Hold the phone. I need to look at something. My brain just hatched an idea. You remove this, change this to a large idle. I just need to look at the suffixes. Oh, okay. You can't get health on the second mod. Good to know. Void one feels bad? Yeah. I wouldn't know. I haven't tried him. You're a fan of super overpowered protag storylines, but I do like the illusion of tameness during stories. Yeah. Yeah, it's always nice to have like some realism and put into it, even if it is like realistic unrealism, you know? Just to, something to relate to at least, but I know what you mean. Some of these animes do get far-fetched. Do that. Save your time and don't. Noted. How would you feel if the first actual League mechanic of LE was just unlocking the middle block of the relic inventory? Oh my god. That would be so disappointing, but cool. Holy fucking shit. Ooh. These things get stressful, man. These monoliths get so difficult in this type of corruption. Okay, counter offer. Better be better than one idle slot unlocked for an entire 3 months worth of developing. Just to unplug that spot, dude. I would lose it. What if the middle of it became a slot to put like a gem in to augment all the relics in the inventory? Yeah, first idea was a gaff. It was a gaff. Yeah. No, the that would be cool if it was like that spot in the center you could put like a gem that affected all your other idols in the idol inventory. That would be cool. I feel like they need to add a little bit more playable content though. I think is one of the main things that the community's saying is that they want different end game content options other than just pushing monoliths. So although that would be cool, I feel like if they were to do that, they have to tie like some kind of new end game attached to it. Like a gem that increases all fizz mods on relics by 5% or something. Yeah, yeah. I could see it. I could see that being like the reward you get for the whatever the mechanic ends up being. It would also be cool if they did it like so that they could be tradable and stuff too. itemized to drop from bosses. However, they would make, I don't know, some new playable content would be cool. What is running endless arenas and monoliths isn't enough endgame? I mean, it is for me currently, but for most people, it's not. Yeah, facet. Yep. Yep. With a much greater mechanic. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be cool. What's the point of arena? To flex how big your dick is. That's it. No, you don't get shit from it. It's just a leaderboard. You push arena to show how big your dick is.
Easy.
Damn small, GG. Well played to me. Yeah, no, it's like something you do once your build is like once you're done with your build, you go, okay, I'm gonna go throw this in endless arena and see how far I get. It's honestly just a capstone. Dude, this ambush is always so laggy. This freaking tentacle monster guy. It's where most hardcore characters end their run. Yeah, true, because if you die in there, it still deletes your character, right? Which is why they give you the option to back out if you need to. Oh, brother. The damage over time is something fierce. They released some juiced monoliths with the end being like the glyphs you get in all the others where you keep trying to get a perfect roll on the one you want. So you're saying like another like a juiced one with another blessing. I still feel like that would be too bare bones. I feel like they gotta separate whatever the mechanic is from monoliths entirely. People do endless once they yeah, okay. Because they don't want to play that character anymore. I've reached end game. Let's see how far this character goes. Yeah. Yeah, arena's just simply a capstone for limit testing. And that's it. Yeah, I could see the gems working like the blessing. I just need I don't know if they could tie it to monoliths and have people be okay with that. For me, I wouldn't really care, but yeah, I feel like they're not at a point right now where they can afford to recycle content when their content's just not deep enough or wide enough. It's deep enough, it's just not wide enough. People are saying they want to see like pinnacle content and monoliths and stuff, but um I don't know if like an end all be all pinnacle boss is exactly form fitting for an infinitely scaling endgame. But of course, some new bosses are just something would be cool, but it's also just kind of a cop out in my opinion. I think they could come up with something more creative. A way to upgrade exalted tiers from 6 to 7? Yeah, that would be cool. Bone Clamor Mineral 0 LP, okay. PoE's scared of Ellie, why should Ellie copy them? Exactly. Ellie's got their own thing going and they're doing a great job with it. Come out with a unique monolith that you can slam 2 monolith passives in to get new rolls on them. That would be interesting. I heard they're changing the way you would be selecting blessings in general. That they had the idea for just making it that if you unlocked it once already, you can just get it no matter what and easily switch between them. Yeah, that would be kind of just a COF. There are a few COF buffs. Like, I feel like if you're in COF, you shouldn't have to farm stability for your bosses, or you should have an easier time farming stability for your bosses, because boss drops is definitely like a choke point for COF builds. A way to add foraging potential back to items or give items more of it. Another good thing would be that, yeah, just a way to make the items easier to keep around. That'd be cool. I feel like whatever, as long as they add something that impacts the actual width of the end game, something else to farm and grind for hours, apart from just infinite monoliths, would probably go a long way. Like, this is their mapping, right? Now we need the other stuff. Yeah, you can see all the, yeah, in the blessing screen, you can literally see all the ones you've already unlocked. So I think they were thinking about like making it so you could just select it in that window and change them. Yeah, you just got to be careful with group content in particular, or like focusing on group content, because it can alienate players. Especially when Last Epoch's group content isn't exactly programmed very greatly. Be cool if they made like a black market league that worked reverse of each of the factions. Like in COF, you could have like a limited market that you could buy from, and on the other, you could pay big gold for increased odds in your next few maps. Oh, that would be interesting. You have daredevils that would set solo and group content as their goal. Yeah, it's just more the fact of like the casuals would see the group content, they'd be like, "Oh, I don't have friends to play this with." Yeah, the group currently the group content's not great, but also I feel like that's definitely not a priority of theirs. We got a relic. Oh, and no LP. Oh well. Dude, PvP again. You look at PvP in Path of Exile, nobody uses it. It's in the game. PoE has PvP, nobody touches it. I just don't think that's what people are interested in at least not yet. That can also lead to a pretty toxic endeavor, right? Of people like waging massive amounts of gear or really expensive stuff against other people's wages and then losing it and just quitting the game when they lose. In PvP, I mean, because PvP is peer-to-peer trade, because PoE has peer-to-peer trading, you can literally set whatever wage against another player you want. If both of y'all agree to it. Obviously, there can be scamming involved in that, but the point being is like setting wages and stuff like that. It leads to people literally just quitting the game out of frustration after losing their shit in a PvP fight. Also, I don't think character builds are designed appropriately to go against other players' builds, right? Like, there's always going to be like the best PvP build, and then everyone's just going to play that. Battle Royale to last Epoch. Yuck, dude. Reminds me of staking on RuneScape. Yeah, that's what it was reminding me of too. Um, but yeah, staking in PvP is just like leads to a lot of players quitting the league just because they lose. Feeds into that gamble addiction. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is Last Epoch's philosophies are definitely a lot different than PoE's. Like RNG is, yes, there is RNG in Last Epoch. Obviously, it's an ARPG. There has to be some element of RNG, but they've like definitely tried to neuter down um how impactful the RNG can be, you know? The RNG rolls in this game aren't like make or break, destroy everything like it is in like PoE.
Easy. Too easy.
Like, if we're being completely honest, when you're committing to crafting an exalted item in this game, you're not actually really committing too much to it. You're committing like 5 minutes of your time. It's not like in PoE where like you can craft on an item, you spend 3 hours getting to a certain point, and then it all relies on a 1 in 4 shot of you finishing the item. And then if you miss, you have to start over, and it just ruins everything. It's like, I feel like they're trying to avoid that kind of stuff. Brings out the absolute worst in online gamers. And this, yeah, if you put two minds against each other, dude, it's bound to clash pretty badly. Yeah, and they're not designed for PvP. It's all designed for mass slaughter of mobs. That's the other thing I was thinking was like the skills. Oh, I punched my mic, sorry. The skills for PvP just don't add up. Like, I could just throw some bombs down and run away and one-shot a player in PvP. Like, I don't feel like that would be very entertaining for the other guy. Just add slot machines that you are forced to interact with every time you load into a map. Oh, it sounds like a League mechanic that Path of Exile is doing. If you want to see the most toxic players, add PvP and a ranking system. It's over. Good game, yeah. Sorry. Sorry to what? Sorry, Eddie, can you rephrase that? You better be saying sorry to why you are Mike and not us. Why you are MIC and not us. Oh. I was so confused, dude. Yeah, sorry, microphone. Well, microphone's got a face guard on. He's got a pop filter on so that the punches don't hurt. The only thing it's hurting is your guys' ears. 2LP arrow guard. Ooh. So when I say wager a unique, it would be a unique that they wouldn't have equipped. Yeah. I don't think that's the issue. I think the problem is like if I wager my 2LP red ring and lose because I want a second 2LP red ring and I lose, then I'm gonna quit because I can't fathom the idea of farming for a second one, you know? Well, you killed like 7 paths for future end game content here. What, by saying that PvP is not a good idea? Whoa. Jesus Christ, game, relax. These cast on death fire guys are tough for the frame rate, man. Barely heard it, honestly. Well, that's good. At least I know the pop filter's working. Oh my lord. It's like no mods on this either. It's just difficult. Yeah, that was like 6 enemies all casting their cast on death fire at the same time. Oh, these are stress, man. These are not easy monoliths. Easy echoes, whatever. I think we fight the boss one more time and then I keep knocking my mic, bro. We hit the boss one more time and then go back to the bazaar. Consider the idea of maybe getting a jungle queen. Oh my. Because I feel like just having access to more potions is actually where I want to be right now. Oh god, get me out. Jesus. You do endless horde style gameplay, but that is just more toxic arena content as it exists currently. I would say they could add a GOW/Halo firefight, but that is what endless arena is. Yeah. I mean, or they could just like add story in a mechanic. Like there is, I mean, PoE's been doing it for years now, where they just keep adding like just random dynamic things to the game that improve rewards and just is a new interesting way to play the game. They could either add impact to the monoliths if they wanted to, or they could try and stem away from it and try to add a new section of gameplay style. Like for instance, GGG added Toda League that one time. That was completely separate from any other mechanic they've ever done. And it breeded its own set of new builds and intricacies, and it had a way to like impact your character as well to play the mechanics. So it'd be cool if like they added something that impacts your character, takes you somewhere different, and allows you to interact with some kind of mechanic. Obviously, ARPGs at the end of the day, all it is just killing monsters, but like there are different ways to kill monsters. And yeah, endless echo farming, like this is just mapping, which is like a majority of what ARPGs is supposed to be anyways, but it comes down to like, can you add content that goes into your monoliths that's good, or can you take them to a separate area completely and have them interact with something different? Maybe they have to farm in the monoliths to get the resources they need to interact with this other area or this other thing that they introduce. You know, obviously this is all like ideas coming out of, you know, uh random shit streamer's head. It's not like what I say is gospel, and it's not like me shutting down an idea has any impact on what the developers of this game are actually going to come up with or release. Like just because I don't like the idea of arena or just because I don't like the idea of PvP doesn't mean that they can't add it or that they won't add it, or that maybe that is the best idea that they see. Like I have no control over what's going to happen. End of the day, it's just whatever they decide to do is what I'm going to have to put up with or enjoy playing, right? Or not put up with and just not play. But all we can do is speculate. But at the end of the day, only the developers truly know what's coming. Still use Insta, my boy? I haven't opened Instagram in like 6 years, Eddie, if I'm being honest. No, I haven't. I don't touch Instagram. I don't even have it on my phone anymore. They're adding a boss fight because everyone wanted a Diablo-esque Lilith fight. Yeah, they wanted a Pinnacle fight or like an Uber fight, which is like cool. I feel like it's something they should add at least one of, right? It'd be cool to have like some kind of Uber Pinnacle boss. Because right now, our idea of an Uber Pinnacle boss in this game right now is tier 4 Julra. It's like if you can kill tier 4 Julra, then like that's the like your build can boss the like your build can boss bar, right? Standard, I guess. That's like the standard that you have to meet, is being able to kill tier 4 Jorah, and she's in all honesty not that great. Is that threads/X boy? I don't even know what that is. Are you talking about Twitter? I don't use Twitter either. Dude, I don't use social media. I like open Facebook maybe once a month, and besides that, it's YouTube, Discord, or Twitch for me. I don't use social media on Discord. All right, I will take a look right after this. I use Snapchat occasionally, but I only use it to talk to friends. I don't like really mess with the whole story thing, putting things on stories and whatnot. Keep current. Missed on the relic again, Sag. It's crazy that we're still able to miss that. It's a Disney princess on God. Okay. Oh, Whimsy messaged me too. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen that, Eddie. The guy playing banjo to the fox on the mountain. I've seen this video. Dum, 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 dum. I'm scared I'm gonna get copywritten, so I'm just gonna kind of like skip around. But yeah, I remember this. He like played to the fox. I've seen that. Yeah, I love the banjo. I have seen this exact video because I like the banjo. That's too funny. All right, let's try and kill this shade. Oh, Bikes is in top chat, lol. No, I am in live chat. Here, I'll even show you. Oh, whoops, that's not how I do that. See that? Live chat. Ouch. Get owned. Ooh. I posted what X and threads were, and the message was deleted. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that, or what YouTube's on about with that shit. But I haven't found a way to actually control it. So if YouTube deletes something, I don't think I have any way of controlling it.
Not happening.
It's funny you sent me that video, Eddie.
I know I have what you need. Somewhere here.
I saw that video not too long ago either. It had to have been like not even a couple of months ago. Right, so we're gonna look up a couple of relics here. 2, 3, 4 relics. So we're gonna go Primalist, 14 Weavers. Low to high, it's 10k. Go 15. Then we got the Acolyte one with 12. Low to high. Unique. 300k. We got the nib. The pen nib. Where's the with the 1 LP, this might not be worth anything. Low to high. Yep, worthless. And then these I always just list for like 120k, but I am just gonna double check because Twisted Heart changes every day in price. Feels like. Yeah, I'll just list it for 90. And this, let's check the rolls. It's got a good crit multi-roll. You can sell that for 90 as well. Why not?
Accessories.
X is formerly Twitter. Yes, I didn't know that.
That one looks nice. Amulets jammed and you will not find such exquisite artistry anywhere else in the city.
Yeah, YouTube's weird, man. YouTube's got a lot of rules. G7 healing effectiveness on a bone amulet's got to be worth something. Threads is Twitter, but for Facebook. Gotcha. That's one way to do it. 8 mil? What is this massive jump? 400k, 500k, 1 mil for 0 foraging potential, 8 mil. Gonna go 700-800. This honestly is 100k, probably not more than that. And then we got Arrow Guard, 2LP. Low to high is 100k, 200k. How's the rolls? The rolls are good. Oh, rolls are great even. I can go like 990. Got a 1LP Ukanui's. Again, this is probably not going to sell, but we'll just list it for 20k. Because we can. Shadow Chains 1LP. What are those going for? Chains. Shadow Chains 1LP. Low to high. Why is Facebook's Twitter a blocked word? Yeah, I don't know. Politics, etc. 500k it's looking like for these. Okay, we'll go for 99999. And then here we'll go. That's a good roll. Go 799999. Yeah. Prismatic Gaze 0 LP is probably only like 50k. Let's check the Argentus. Chess piece. 40k. Bottom line. Ooh, very good rolls. Very good rolls. We'll go 900. Oh, and then we got tier 6 crit reduction on rogue body armor search. Low to high, 20k. Yeah, sure. Snowdrift is only like 50k for 1 LP. The rolls aren't anything good, so 45k. All he sells. Maybe. Helmets, we'll look at Prismatic Gaze first. Low to high. Looking at like 10 to 20k. We'll go 25. And then we have tier 7 Vitality on a rogue helmet. Jeez, about 20k. It's already got decks there too. We'll go like 60k. This ring has a ton of forging potential. I'm just gonna go 200 because it's only strength, tier 6. And then this will also go 200. Draggrass Claw. Go to daggers. Yeah, I think it's just hard to ban the letter X, right? It's probably just hard to cut that out. It's all a ploy. It all makes sense now. Conspiracy. 20k for 2 LP. The hell? Ooh, rolls are bad. Okay. 20k it is. And then this ring. Go like 120k. That was 1.2 mil. Unfortunate. Too many zeros. Then we just got idols to handle. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be happy to hear about your experiment. Well, it wouldn't have sold at 1.2. No, that ring is stupid common. There's absolutely no way that has any impact. We need vigorous with shared lightning. These are mine's good rolls, but I just want to see what the bottom line is. Okay. We'll go. These are really good rolls. I'm gonna go like 2 mil. Here we'll go like 200k. 300k for this. This will double check. 200. This is literally identical to the one I just listed. And this one's even worse. These I don't really care to check the price. I'm just going to list them. Healing effectiveness, these sell for like 700k. If with good rolls. And then yeah, I just want to check health with... Where am I going? We go vigorous and regular health. I just want to see if the bottom floor got raised on these. 200k still for worst rolls. This one's subpar. Go like 600k. That's 6 million. Pull a 0. All right, back to farming. Dun, 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 dun. 7 days. I've never heard of it.
That was close.
Zombie survival crafting game. Interesting. Whoa! Fuck me, bro. The damage, man. It's intense in here. Some insane mods. It's kind of like... Well, it's probably nothing like Project Zomboid, but... Maybe something kind of like it. Is the full title called 7 Days to Die by any chance? I might have heard of the game. Or is it just called 7 Days? Full title 7 Days to Die. Okay, yeah. I have heard of the game. Never played it though. The current version is pretty fun. Yeah. Your most played? My most played on Steam is still Dota 2. And then Eternal Card Game is second most played. And then I think in the last Epoch is very quickly becoming my third most played. Probably will be my most played at some point. If you give it enough time. Back for blood. My man's a zombie lover. Yeah, I mean, my most played game is Path of Exile, but on Steam, it's not because I don't have... Mine's not on Steam, right? Shake my head, bug abuser. I'm just shotgunning, dude. Tell me the bug. Tell me the number they typed in wrong.
Easy.
The LERES production node? Are you serious? See, I didn't know that. Why is it that all of their freaking LERES nodes are bugged? These guys don't know how to subtract resistances, apparently. I swear that's every single time. Everything's bugged. Yeah, to be fair, they are fixing a lot of them though. They fixed the warlock bugs. Sorry, but Frostclaw Rune Master is like 60 mil for a tier 6 level of Frostclaw, and then it's like 4 mil for a 1 LP Twisted Heart, so I didn't really have a choice in the matter if I wanted to push high corruption. Send Bike into to defend Super Democracy? Why do I feel like I'm being attacked? Helldivers? Oh yeah, that's a game I haven't touched. Okay, well, completed the monolith. Don't know what I was even taking damage from, for being real. He's shown good bug killing skills. Yeah, isn't Helldivers about killing like giant insects and in on like crazy weird planets? Some goofy physics going on. What should I cook for lunch? Do you have like chicken? You could do like a chicken wrap, dude. Well, that is if you eat meat. I don't discriminate against vegetarians and vegans. You got chicken steak and fish, dude. A chicken wrap would go crazy. Think about it. A little barbecue sauce, maybe some bacon if you got that, dude. Like a BLT chicken wrap. Ooh. Ooh, imagine. Salamander tails. Yuck. You planning to play the PoE League? I am not. Nope. I might play for a few days. But no, not really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm making a satirical YouTube video that's coming out tomorrow about the PoE League that I'm destined to get tons of hate on, but I'm doing it to troll the internet a little bit, considering April Fool's is coming up. You don't have wraps, but I do have bread for a sandwich. Okay, you do chicken, lettuce, mustard on a toasted sandwich, dude. Toasted bread. And cheese. Don't forget cheese. Cheddar if you got it. That would go pretty hard. If a salamander's toes eats the tail, is it considered cannibalism? I'd say so. That being said, I don't think salamanders have morals like that. So you never know what they might have to do to survive. Maybe I will farm to try and make Frostclaw work. I don't know. There's still, like, I still want to make an Acolyte at some point. And a Primalist. I'm just a little concerned that I'm going to waste my time with Primalist. It's not going to get me anywhere because Primalist is in such a bad spot. You hate cheese? So you can't put the cheese on it, but I could do the rest pog. I respect your opinion. I love cheese, but I respect your opinion, Salamander. If I get 100% crit avoidance, do I legit now avoid all crit strikes? I believe so, unless they have ways to reduce it with crit vul. I think if they give you crit vulnerability, then you have a higher chance of receiving a crit strike. But if you have 100% crit avoidance, unless you get crit vulned, you should be able to dodge them all. Trust me, I catch hell from saying I don't like cheese. You should see Place's face when I ordered pizza with no cheese. Dude, if you don't like cheese, you don't like cheese. I don't understand why people gotta judge other people for what they like and don't like. Like, bro, obviously his brain's wired differently. Fucking, who cares? If he doesn't want cheese, just give the man a pizza. God damn. We got a relic. 1 LP? No LP. No LP again, Sedge. Classic. I've had places legit deny service because they say we can't make a pizza with no cheese. Dude. Just don't put the cheese on it. We can't? Excuse me? You can. I care less what other people eat. I think it's so stupid that people get worked up when someone says they don't like the taste of XYZ. Like, dude, you are fucking eating it? Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, dude. For real. Oh, you don't like blue cheese? You're fucking... You know, it's like, dude... Vile, first of all. I think blue cheese is vile, but... yeah. I digress. People don't understand how... Especially on the internet, people don't understand how to respect other people's opinions. Yeah, I think blue cheese is nasty. Last Epoch is almost caught up to Factorio for you. 247 hours on Factorio, 240 on LE. It's funny, what's his face? Elin plays Factorio a lot too. Rest in peace, Joe. Most pizza parlors don't make pizza from scratch, so they can't make pizza without cheese. I guess. Depends on where you go, right? Like probably Domino's, you probably can't get it without cheese, but like you know, local mom and pop pizzeria probably can. You got blue cheese by mistake while trying to get ranch once. Was not a great experience. Yeah, dude. I don't like ranch either. Don't worry, Ken. I sussed it out. Happens. I do that too. I type word salad sometimes. They assumed it would burn? Well, then burn it, dude. Give the customer what they asked for. If it comes out burnt, you say, yeah, that's because it has no cheese on it. And then the person goes, oh, okay. And leaves with their pizza. Not to mention, if there's, I mean, it's hard to undercook a pizza. And it's barely dangerous to undercook a pizza. I don't know. Seems weird. Like 1% of people who don't like eggs Benedict. People think I'm bonkers. I'm just not a fan of hollandaise sauce. I'm not a fan of eggs, period. But for different reasons than most. Got nothing to do with the taste or texture and everything to do with PTSD. Papa John's makes pizza from scratch. When I would pick up my pizza, I would just watch them while waiting on my order. Yeah, a few chain restaurants do make them from scratch. And then some actually just literally like will have it already like out on the counter. And when you ask for a slice, they'll just literally like hand you a slice from the counter. It's like already been made. So yeah, it goes both ways. Pizza places all do it differently. My uncle makes pizza from scratch at his house. He has a brick oven pizza, or he has a brick oven that he makes pizza in. His pizzas come out nice. What is hollandaise sauce? I'm sheltered. Let me find a picture. It's like a cream sauce. Window capture. Sorry for the flashbang. This is hollandaise sauce. It's like that like creamy shit you put on like vegetables and stuff. Sometimes it's on eggs and ham. I don't actually know what it is because I've also never had it, but or how it tastes, but it just looks like a fucking like a cheese sauce. What's it made out of? Butter, egg, lemon juice, Dijon, salt, cayenne pepper. This is all it is. It's not cheesy. Yeah, it looks cheesy, but it has no cheese in it at all. It looks like it's mainly just, yeah, it looks like it's mainly just egg yellows. Egg yellows with a little bit of tang added in. Weird. Yeah, it looks cheesy. It certainly isn't, though. There's no cheese in it. Dude, another thing I really despise is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, I think, is the grossest, like, condiment ever created. I've gone to, like, fast food restaurants and ordered a burger that typically has mayo on it, and I'll, like, ask for no mayo. And if they forget and still put mayo on it, I'll literally go back in and either ask them to switch it out or I'll just dump it in the trash. I straight up, I don't want that shit anywhere near me. Same way with pickles on a sandwich. Yeah, I also do. I don't like pickles either. Yeah, I'll do no pickles on my orders. Yep. I will ask for no pickle, no mayo. It's funny. Eddie loves pickles, if I recall. I don't think he's here anymore, but he really likes pickles, if I recall correctly. And I know Dom really likes pickles a lot. One LP bone clamor. Mineral, of course. Bro, I don't need this. Nobody's gonna pay for that. Once it's on there, it's tainted. Yeah, dude. Well, the thing about pickles is pickles actually like... So with mayo, you can't get it off your sandwich. Like, you can't, like, you can try to scrape it off and get most of it off, but you'll never actually get all of it off. And then as for pickles, it's the same way. You can take pickles off the sandwich, but the juice of the pickles like cements into the bread and stuff. And so it's like, it leaves a taste behind. That's how I feel about ranch. Yeah, ranch is is really sour. Not a ranch guy either. I'm a plain Andy, dude. I'm a big get it plain kind of guy, or just put ketchup on it, you know? I'm a weenie like that. But at the same time, like, I like what I like. I am a big cheesehead, though. I really like a lot of different cheeses. Blue cheese is one I don't like, but... Well, dude, I'm a picky eater. AKA a weenie. According to most Americans. Oh, what? You're a picky eater? Damn, why are you such a picky eater? You should just eat what I serve you. You should just eat what's on your plate. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just put it in your gut and enjoy the food. Alright, fucking relax, Colonel Sanders. Back in my day, we didn't have a choice. Shut up, Dad. Back in my day, I say, we just ate it. We didn't care what was on our plate. We just ate it because we were hungry. We paid $20 for our house. You have to go through college and pay $200,000 for your college education now. But you best be eating whatever the fuck's on my plate. I swear to God, you hungry, you eat it. It's like, all right, Dad. Fucking go back to drinking. Leave me alone. Go fall asleep on the couch again. The vinegar soaks into the bread. I love it. Pickles are one of my favorite garnish over sandwiches. Dude, some people like that sour taste. It is what it is, right? Doggone it, you eat it, those beans, boy. Doggone it, I swear to God, if there is one little speck left on that plate, by the time I get back, oh, you're gonna get a lash from me, boy. God, I hate America. 200 grand for that degree that won't even land you a job anymore. Yep, that's the current state that I'm in. I'm like 100 grand in debt from college and I don't have a job. Couldn't get one. It's not that I didn't try, it's that I just couldn't get one. Couldn't land one. I might have applied to over 1,000 places before actually just giving up entirely. In trying to pursue something else and using my time more effectively than getting denied again. Is for meta and it will require relocation to Seattle. God damn. Sounds like you don't even want the job you applied for. Or more like you're just settling, right? That's the unfortunate part about finding a job is a lot of people are forced to settle with just taking whatever shit they can find. Even if it means things like leaving their family to go relocate in another area. Well, I hope it goes well, Ken. Yeah, my buddy Eddie's got an interview tomorrow, and my buddy Dom's got an interview too coming up. It was either today or sometime this weekend. I can't remember what he said. Remote work for over 10 months. Yeah, there's a point where you just go, I'd rather just be spending my time trying to work towards something else. And currently that is trying to make streaming in YouTube good for me. And I'm in a current state right now where I can like I'm currently living with my mom and stepdad, right? So I don't have to pay rent. I'm just trying to focus on the student loan, and if I can get that covered, then I can start working towards continuing to sustain this this goal of mine to grow a channel. But it's hard, man. Growth is slow as fuck. Unless I catch a lucky break, which has yet to happen. But you never know. Hire you off of pure certifications rather than college degrees. Yeah, I know there's a lot of courses for IT and stuff that you can get to just like fall into a job. But it's a matter of like, do I want to do that for the rest of my life? I'm very creative brained, I guess the way to put it. I'm very left side brain. So things like coding and operations and stuff like that, technical stuff is just like, bro, I would rather just be homeless. I'm all about expressing creativity. I mean, I went to school for art, but the problem is getting a job in the art field is like like impossible when you're competing with like 60-year-olds that have been doing it for 70 years. You know, people who have been doing it before they were born. Like I can't compete with Timmy, who's been doing it for 40 years. He's obviously going to be better than me. The thing about art is it's not as simple as like solving a problem, right? It's about is does it look the best? Do you have the talent? You know, it can take years of practice. And if you're just not like super gifted, or you don't like hit the ground running, or you haven't been doing it since you were 5 years old, it's really hard to get involved in it. Software engineering is absurdly hard. It's not hard to get a job if you know how to do it, I think, is what Ken was trying to say. I don't think he was saying that it's easy to code. I think he was saying that if you know how to code, it's easy to get a job. Just draw furball art. Well, I have dignity as well. Do I do digital art? Yes. Hold on a second. Pull up some of my random shit. This has my fucking first, last name, and city I live in. Oh, let's just hide that. Hold on. I just don't want to dox myself by accident. Okay, I think we're safe. Well, it doesn't matter. You guys can just go to this fucking website and figure it out anyways. Also, I don't live here anymore, so it's fine. Plus there's only like 6 of you here. I think I'll be okay. This is what I do. This is artwork that I've worked on. This was like my NFT phase. I made, dude, this right here, this collection of robots, I know it looks like shit. It's because I made it in like 3 days. I sold this for like 5 grand. I'm not even kidding. It was a collection. So I wrote a small program to generate layers of artwork into 10,000 unique pictures of these robots, all wearing different things and having different pieces and parts of their body. Sold the whole collection for 5 grand. And then same thing goes for like this. It was the same thing. Sold this for close to 5 grand. Sold this for a couple of grand. Sold this for like 800 bucks, I think. Sold this for like 200 bucks. Sold this for like 800 bucks. It was really good money, but the problem is NFTs have died since then, so. And then this is some of my more professional stuff that I was working on in college. This got submitted into an art gallery. But yeah, the stuff wasn't good enough to land me a job in splash art creation, dude. Some of it's wacky stuff, and some of it's not. Like, I mean, you can look at it and you're like, oh, it's not actually that good. It's just that people are so damn talented, dude, that this is like nothing compared to what some people can create. Sounds like someone followed Fireship's guide to writing a website and creating NFTs. I don't know who Fireship is. I'll tell you, that's not what I did. Well, I appreciate it. But yeah, I couldn't find a job with this stuff. So I haven't picked up a digital pen in a long time. I haven't made art in a long time. As you can see, posted 4 years ago. It's been a while. Now I just do things like thumbnails and just like regular Photoshop digital stuff that doesn't require painting. Red Panda needs help. This was for a school project. This was a game that I worked on in school, making like art assets for them. Yo, what up, Hazard? I'm just showing off the art that I used to do as a kid. Or not as a kid, but like 4 years ago. Really good friend of mine is a senior digital artist at Blizzard, and I'll tell you, his journey from start to finish is mind blowing. Really? Yeah, it's crazy, man. Art's hard to get into. I'm lucky to color within the lines. Have you thought about trying video editing as a career? Well, so I do video editing for my YouTube stuff, right? I just haven't learned about like color balance and stuff like that and like getting into the fine details. I just feel underqualified for it at the current state. I know how to do basic editing, but nothing insane. And then this is some of my like old drafting background coming into my game design stuff, creating art concepts in orthographic projections. So that 3D modelers had an easier idea of how to make it. And some rune creations, some building ideas. This is a menu screen I made. And back to the start. Yeah, so I've been around the block. I wouldn't say I'm definitely not a novice, but yeah, I'm not good enough to land a job. Unfortunately, what you just saw is just not good enough. It's not bad, but it's not good enough. Work as an editor for ARPGs? Yeah, that's true. Go apply to like the 3 companies making ARPGs for as a video editor, and then once they all say no, then I go back to what I was doing. Keck. Then he started putting out content himself. And due to his editing, he's now definitely one of the largest 7 days content creators. Yeah. I don't know. Hitting an algorithm is hard, man. Plus, it helps when like a big streamer shouts you out or whatever. Free publicity, etc. But I'm just being depressing. Gonna move on from this topic. He tried to get on the dev team back around like 2010 and was turned down. Told him he wasn't good enough. Long story short, he spent the last 13 years working on his craft at other jobs and was just hired back at Blizzard a few months ago as a senior digital artist. That's impressive, yeah. Yeah, the problem is I was working on my craft, but then also couldn't get a job at all, period. And therefore I had no like way to work on that craft and make money at the same time. And then NFTs kind of saved me for a while. And then yeah, it's kind of been tough since then. I haven't figured out my life since then. I've been riding the struggle bus ever since. I've tried to do a collab and it never works out because I don't provide any benefit to the streamer. Oh wow, I got killed. Um I have tried to do collabs. I tried to do a PoE Jeopardy video with collabing with Travic, Arrow, and Seb. Travic said he didn't have time for it, or that like our schedules weren't going to line up. Seb's on the other half of the country, so or the other half of the planet, so it's hard to line his hours up. And then Arrow genuinely just didn't seem interested. So I just I scrapped it. I thought it was dumb anyways. Look at that progress meter, dude. And now with the direction that PoE is heading in, I'm not particularly a fan of it. And it makes me want to stop playing PoE. I am probably going to take a break this league, but I might come back in the future. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how Diablo 4's Season 4 looks. Oh, we got an Omnis. Pretty good rolls. No LP though. Sag. $1,100 corruption, dude. We're in big danger zone. Maybe if they add stuff that incentivizes multiplayer, not just your standard group Orabot, Cursebot, Mana Guard, color carry. Well, yeah, I was trying to do I was trying to collab with a PoE Jeopardy thing. Like, I wasn't even trying to do anything in the actual game. I was trying to do like a little fun game show with a bunch of content creators, but none of them, I don't think any of them saw any like benefit besides it being a waste of their own time. Because I'm not big enough to the point where like them getting exposure from my audience isn't beneficial, you know? The only person that would benefit is me. But I hope Diablo 4's fourth season and their revamp to itemization and their change to their end game is good enough to bring a good amount of players back to that game, because I would like to make content on that game. And then also Last Epoch, I hope, just continues to prosper, because this game's, in my opinion, really good. Wow, that is insane damage over time. Oh, it's sad to see you drift away from PoE. I really hope you get big one day, whether it's PoE or some other game. I appreciate it, Hazard. We'll see what happens. I don't know how long I'll be doing YouTube in general before I decide that it's like not gonna work out for me, you know, and have to make realistic decisions in life. Something tells me that it's not in the cards to do this full time. It's unfortunate that Twitch doesn't really give you an algorithm or a way to like grow your streams in particular. I mean, that's why I'm thankful that YouTube's algorithm is improving for helping newer creators. Oh my fucking god. That's crazy. I heard 3 uniques drop over there that I'll just never be able to look at. The dot damage is nuts, man. Oh, it's an arena. Ugh. Ouch. This build's definitely like capping around 1100 corruption. Not going to be able to push it much further. What would be the way? What's your suggestion, Hazard? I'm always open for suggestions and thoughts on this stuff.
Easy. Too easy.
Check Twitch tracker for PoE or any other game you want to stream for, depending on the viewer graph there. Start your stream when big streamers end their streams and stream until they stream again. Yeah, so
Easy. Too easy.
issue with that is I have to work within the time frame of when my family is here or not here. Trust me when I say this, I would not be streaming at these times if it wasn't the only time I could, you know? My house gets loud when when people start coming home. Makes it difficult to do things like record videos or stream when there's a lot of background noise. It's not something I want presenting to my audience, you know? Like, personally, I could put up with it, but it's like, I feel like that would ruin the quality. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I have thought about that. There's just no way around the fact that I don't have any other options for time choices right now. Unless I find my own place. But I can't afford to move out. Yeah, I would do a nighttime stream. And I mean, you guys have seen me do nighttime streams before when my family goes out on like vacation or whatever, but yeah. It's not something I can do regularly. Not unless I move out, but I can't move out unless I get big, but I can't get big unless you see how I'm like stuck in this like weird little. I just feel stuck. Lately my growth has felt freaking plateaued like crazy. I can't hit any bangers anymore, dude. I'm a one-hit wonder with a stupid fucking stack deck video. People just go, "You're the stack deck guy," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so much more than the stack deck guy." I actually know a lot about these games, but people just go, "You're just the rich TFT stack deck guy who fucking RMTs," and I'm like, what? Fox only does RF content, but he somehow makes it work. Yeah, I don't envy his position. Fox is he's stuck in a bubble. I don't want to get stuck in a bubble, dude.
That was close.
Thing is the stuff that I'm good at is like different. Like Gazzy's the minion guy, right? It's like it's fine if you're targeting a whole ass genre build or whatever in an ARPG, that's fine. But me targeting stack decks? There's no depth or growth to that. Most people hate me for it. Not even something people watch the video not because they like me, but because they think it's ridiculous. Anyways, the warlock class has been kind of interesting me
Easy. Too easy.
in last Epoch lately. And I'm considering doing it. Oh lord. Okay, hard part's over in the boss fight. No relic. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a warlock next. It's even though I don't even know if I would actually enjoy playing warlock. It's either warlock or primalist, but I think primalist is actually just not that good of a build. Just any primalist, honestly. Their damage is just not good. I don't think they'll be able to push high corruption, which is like kind of the only thing I can really think about doing in the game now, because I did play the socks off of this game. Right now, I'm just grinding, right, for gold to make improvements. Problem is I got up to like 120 mil gold and then I dropped 70 mil on an upgrade to one dagger. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't know if I want to push this build any further or do something else. Like 1,100 corruption's good enough. But I don't know what to do next, or if I want to do some like theory crafting or something. I don't know, dude. Oh, I've got a lot of mulling stuff over to go for. Hmm. Hmm. All right. It's gonna be an early end to stream, but I think it is 2 p.m. I gotta go take my dog out. I want to go eat something, and I want to I gotta mull my life over a little bit, and also maybe think about swapping builds or what I should be doing next. which I just don't think I'll be able to do on stream. Surely you don't theorycraft a Fizz Warpath build. That build would be weird. Yeah, I don't know what I'll come up with. I'm gonna go hop in the think tank for a little bit though. But yeah, sorry for the early stream end. I just got a lot to think about. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'll probably be around tomorrow. We shall see what happens. No problem. Thanks for being here, guys. And I'll see you later. All right, peace out.